Christmas decorations. It was getting close to Christmas, time for decoration days, time to decorate the house in all the old familiar ways. Kelly made hot chocolate. She said that it was spiked with Bailey's Irish cream, just the way I liked. One cup led to another, but it was a little thin, so I spiked it just a little, pouring all the bottle in. Kelly lit some candles. They were labeled pumpkin and spice. To me, the smell was antifreeze, but I told her they smelled nice. Then she started telling me of all the stuff she'd bought, but all that I could hear her say was blah, 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 blah. As she put up decorations, I played a Christmas time CD. Then she asked me to go outside and bring in the Christmas tree. I didn't wear a coat because I knew I wouldn't be long. I'll be back inside before the start of the second song. The tree was tied onto the top of the car. We got it the day before. I pulled the tree down off and knocked the mirror off the door. I grabbed the mirror and the tree, and through the snow I walked, and when I reached my own front door, I found the door was locked. I knocked and knocked to no response, and then began to pound, with the music playing up so loud she couldn't hear a sound. It was freezing cold outside. I had goosebumps on my skin. Now I know how the dog felt while waiting to be let in. I could see her through the glass, moving knickknacks on the shelf, while dancing like a little crazy Christmas elf. While I stood outside and shivered, a thought occurred to me. I'll use this weight to be the first to decorate the tree. I held the mirror up and let the decorating begin. I picked a spot between the limbs and jammed that mirror in. I smiled to myself. In the mirror I could see the reflection of an idiot smiling back at me. That's quite a decoration. You can't buy that in the store. Then I heard the music stop and I knocked upon the door. Kelly came and opened it. I dragged the big tree in. As I went by, I asked, "You couldn't let yourself in?" Oh, she asked, "You couldn't let yourself in?" I was just about to say that outside we need a key, but the second song began, and it was much louder than me. I brought the tree into the house. In past the bedroom hall, it knocked the nightlight to the floor and scratched the painted wall. I heaved the tree upright, and I placed it in the base. Then I got on hands and knees, and I held it there in place. The tree leaned to and fro. I turned adjusters in and out. The tree limbs began shifting, and the mirror then fell out. Kelly saw it coming out, not knowing it's a mirror. "A bat is flying out at you," she screamed in holy terror. From my awkward knelt position, I tried to run and flee, but pine sap on the trunk had my hand glued to the tree. The mirror hit my ear. I was sure I was bat bit, and the tree fell off to the table where the candles all were lit. There were a bunch of candles, I'd say 6 or more, and the wax spilled on the cat as she slept there on the floor. The cat jumped up and ran in crazy zigzag ways as the burning candle flames set the Christmas tree ablaze. The burning smell of candles that smelled like antifreeze was suddenly replaced by the smell of burning trees. I jerked the tree away with a frightful mighty grip. The tree trunk hit the stereo and the song began to skip. Kelly grabbed my cocoa and threw it on the fire, but the alcohol and Bailey's made the flames go even higher. The flames now licked the ceiling. The smoke was everywhere, and the tiny little ashes were now falling in our hair. And all the while the stereo was playing old Bing Crosby, skipping over and over, "Holly jolly, holly jolly!" The screeching smoke alarm was now blaring in my ear, and louder than the screeching sound was Kelly's screams of fear. She ran out to the door and she flung it open wide. I quickly ran it behind her and threw the tree outside. The cat then ran out too, but her wax was cool and hard. She jumped into the snow and slid to the neighbor's yard. We must have been a sight with our burning Christmas tree. When I threw it to the yard, I saw carolers turn and flee. The tree was now a roaring fire. We both just stood there shocked, and as we turned to go inside, the door swung shut and locked.